Greenhouse gas emissions, pollution, and the subsequent melting of the polar ice caps is proof, according to some experts, that climate change is real. Jake Schmidt is an expert on climate policy with the National Resources Defense Council in Washington, D.C.
We'll have more storms, we'll have more droughts, and as we're feeling that in the United States today because of a changing climate.
A situation so dire that Secretary of State John Kerry recently submitted the administration's 2014 Climate Action Report to the United Nations. That report is sparking criticism because it details that from 2010 through 2012, American taxpayers spent $7.5 billion to help other nations fight climate change.
It creates jobs, it helps protect us from the damages of climate change, and reduces the risk of failed states that many predict will come from a changing climate.
Maryland Congressman Andy Harris is well aware of the U.S. program that helps other countries fight climate change, and he believes it's a complete waste of taxpayers' money.
And the money here.
Harris serves on the House Appropriations Committee. He says this program is an example that the priorities of the Obama administration aren't in line with the priorities of the American people.
My thoughts are that when we're running a $600 billion deficit, first of all, we ought to be spending money here at home.
To that, Jake Schmidt says,
we don't disagree that this investment should be done effectively and in a smart way, but I think it misses the point if you look at this solely in terms of the total dollars.
We ought to think twice about spending money overseas on something as questionable as climate change and whether or not we can affect it with dollars we spend overseas.
We asked the Department of Energy for comment on this issue, but no one returned our calls or emails. I'm Kai Jackson reporting.